The NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wild Card Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Seahawks and the Cowboys, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 25.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, we continue on this Wild Card Sunday. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys. Playoff football has arrived. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, partner, best time of the year. It starts with Super Wild Card Weekend, 3 days, 6 games, and this matchup as good as any of them.
Yeah, and really, it's so funny, Mike. We watch these regular season games all year, and it just seems like...
Three games decided, 3 more to come this Wild Card Weekend. And off we go on this fine Sunday. And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. And they're led by the man who waited his turn, the 2020 first-rounder, Jordan Love.
I remember talking to him earlier this season, Mike, and he emphasized the importance of winning their division. That guarantees you host at least one playoff game. Well, that goal, that's been reached. Now, they have their sights set on something even bigger, but to accomplish that, they're going to have to take advantage of this opportunity right here in front of them. That starts by doing whatever it takes over these next couple hours to extend their season by 1 more week.
Here's a first carry for their running back. A gain there of 15. That's good for a Dallas first down.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, it will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
He'll push forward for about a yard. Jack Campbell, the former first-round pick, there to wrap him up. They'll run on second down. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down. From the gun, it's Love. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Here comes the Seattle offense to take over for the first time, and taking the snaps, a quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
Getting your team to the playoffs, Mike, that's a massive accomplishment for any quarterback. But if he wants to take them on a deep run, can he find the balance of playing mistake-free football while also maintaining that aggressive approach that has gotten them here in the first place? It's certainly not going to be easy. This place is going to be rocking, and their opponents, they have championship aspirations of their own. But as long as he doesn't let the moment get too big for him, his team's going to have a shot to move on to next week.
Tight end going in motion here. Now they'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down coming up. Back to throw. He's got his man right side. It's complete. 17 yards on that play. First down, Seattle.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
They'll look to throw again. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On the ground for the first time. Here comes Jonathan Taylor. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
And no chance of the run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Cowboys offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. They'll go with a counter on 1st down. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. This one complete to Washington. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down coming up. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
Here's their punter now, and he is hoping to improve on his 1st attempt. Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2nd and 7. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. 3rd and a yard. They send the tight end in motion. They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. Here's Michael Dixon now. He'll be looking for something a little better than that 1st effort, which he shanked. Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. L'Jarius Sneed in on the stop. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Medical staff going to take a look, see if he can continue here in this wild card round. They'll motion a tight end right. On 2nd down, Love. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. To throw is Love. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Love. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Here's Love to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
At some point, you would just like to see that internal clock start to speed up. The longer the play goes on, the more vulnerable you become as the quarterback. Get rid of the ball, but no matter what, you have to avoid the sack.
On comes the punter now, as he is on to punt for Dallas. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's Ayuk with it on the left side. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick 1st down. So after 1, here on Super Wild Card Weekend. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Taylor. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. And it's going to be 4th down. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Cowboys offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. This drive will start on the ground, and that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Here's Love. He'll get it into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try to get this one on the ground. Here's the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Seahawks offense ready to take over once again. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. This one is complete to DK Metcalf. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Cowboys offense ready to get back at it. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Here's Love. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. 2nd and a yard. We'll go play action with Love. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Now Love. Open man, left side. He's got it. He's going to have enough for a 1st down. He's out of bounds after a gain of 5. Love to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. On 3rd down, we'll try to get it on the ground. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. Love to throw it on 1st down. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They're going to motion the tight end over here. This is caught down that right sideline. First grab of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He picks up the 1st down with that one. In motion comes Pittman. On 1st down, it's Love. This throw right side pulled in by Pittman. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Love. That's hauled in at the 2. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. Looking for a third down conversion on this drive, and they only need a foot. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Automatic 1st down.
So now then, 1st and goal from the 1. Off the play fake. Here's Love. He puts it up, and it's caught. Pat Fryermuth. Touchdown, Dallas. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Here's Cardi now He'll kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at about the 9. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Seahawks offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain. First half in a 7-0 game. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Putting the tight end in motion. Back to throw. The connection made to Ayuk. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. Tight end going in motion here. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is incomplete.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Throwing now from the gun. Oh, and once again, the pressure too intense. They get him down again. Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. He'll look to throw. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Jermaine Burton. Touchdown, Seahawks.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense can see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, first and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Love to throw on first and 10. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime. The throw on the run is complete. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7. One of the tight ends motions right. On 1st and 10, here's Love. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. He'll send a tight end in motion right. A 2nd down throw for Love. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Hardy's kick is good. And the Cowboys get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
So it is halftime here in the NFC wild card matchup. And instead, why don't we get right back to it as we'll get ready for the 3rd quarter. Who survives? Whose season continues on to next week? One half to decide it. Time for the 3rd quarter of the NFC wildcard game. The Seahawks offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
They'll run on 1st down with Taylor. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play. 2nd and 11. They'll go again here with Taylor. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. One of the tight ends in motion right. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Off-balance throw. It's complete.
Nice job here by the defense. They understood this quarterback is looking to push this ball downfield, past the line to gain, and he's got no choice but to check it down short to the tight end, rally tackle, and brings up 4th down.
So that one's going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. The home team's offense getting ready for their opening possession of this 2nd half. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Back to throw is Love. This one complete to Washington. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. On 2nd down, Love. That one caught by Wilson. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4. On play action, Love. Right back to Wilson. He's got it again. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Jack Campbell, the former 1st-round pick, there to wrap him up. 2nd down and 8. Now give on the ground. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. And it sets up 3rd down. the carry here. 15-yard pickup there. First down, Cowboys. In motion comes Pittman. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Love. Again, they target Pittman. He's got another catch. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Not much happening there. Just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Throwing on 2nd down, Love. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells. So they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cowboys will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. He'll drop the throw. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
They gain 18 yards on that one. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. They bring a tight end in motion left. Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? The shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Able to complete it to Ayuk. And he will have the 1st down. Needing to make something happen, trailing here in the 3rd quarter. They convert on 4th down. So 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now it's Taylor. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor. He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
On third down, they'll throw from the gun. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. So we get to a pressure kick. And here's Chase McLaughlin. This to cut the deficit in half.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Short kick taken at the 17. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The home team's offense ready to go as we give you a look at the current playoff race. They'll send the tight end in motion right. Love to throw it on first down. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Flags coming. Looks like there was movement on the right side of the O-line. Following the penalty, they'll run it. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down. Here's 3rd and 7. Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. From the gun on third down, it's Love. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. The Cowboys get their special teams out on the field as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. This will be returnable from his own 15. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. He'll get this out wide. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. That's caught left side by Burton. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. Putting the tight end in motion. The ball comes out. The Cowboys have it. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway. At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
From the gun, it's Love. Quick throw here is complete. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Throwing is Love. He'll try to run for it.
That's a great job defensively. Even though they let him escape the rush initially, there was nowhere to go with either their ball or as a runner, and they're able to force 4th down.
So now, a big spot coming here. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. A pickup there of 13. 1st down, Seattle.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Just take what the defense is giving you. And you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, pitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. Back to the air one more time. Going down the middle of the field, and he's got his tight end. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. He'll get that one to Taylor. Complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, it is 2nd down and 5. They'll drop to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Back to throw. That one taken in. Middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle.
Well, there's still some time remaining, but what a sequence of events here, Mike. I mean, late in the game, they get the touchdown that they needed to tie it, and now they can take the lead with the extra point.
So, not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. A critical extra point is up and good. They have taken a 1-point lead here in the late stages of this one. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The home team's offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. On 1st and 10, here's Love. Checking it down, this one is caught. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Holding offense.
That's on Tyler Guyton, the tackle. Now whistles and a timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. They send the tight end in motion. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. This one complete to Washington. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. They get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
On 2nd down, Love. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And out of bounds he goes, just shy of midfield. 23 yards on that pass play. 1st down, Cowboys. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll get 4 on this one. Down inside the 40-yard line now. Putting the tight end in motion. The open man is Wilson. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Cowboys going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll stop it with 28 seconds to go in the game. Pressure time, no timeouts to stop the clock as they get set here for a big 1st down. Tight end going in motion here. On 1st down, it's Love. Right back to Wilson. He's got it again. And he's brought down, but they are out of timeouts. That's going to be incomplete, so no help there. And we're likely down to a final snap. Now Seattle going to use the 1st of their timeouts.
And in this situation, Mike, with time running down, an incompletion here is not the worst thing in the world. Remember, you're already well within scoring range. Now you're just trying to get as close as possible. You can't take a sack, and of course you can't turn it over. So if it's not there, just throw it away.
This kick is good. So it's a win for the Cowboys. They are moving on in these playoffs. They win here at home as the number 2 seed. That means right back here next weekend as they'll host a game in the divisional round.